Okay, what's up YouTubes? Alright, so we're starting this video with a little rundown of the 300ZX all over again. It's been a good minute since I started, since I posted a video. So pretty much, this is my 91 300ZX. I did what's the thing at? Changed out the motor to another VG about a year ago already. So the car has been, I never drove it pretty much since I got the car. So I decided to change out the motor for another stock VG. But pretty much since I got it, it's been sitting. So I decided to not swap the motor, or replace the motor. So I bought the VG, got it to run, and then I drove it to work one time, and then I parked it and it just sat here. It sat here, so it sounds like, or when I parked it, it sounded like the starter it kept spinning. So it sounded like the starter kept on spinning. So I replaced the starter, but it wasn't it. So now I'm focusing on ignition. So from there, I had bought a new ignition switch, which I have right here. So I'm gonna replace that. I was checking some fuses yesterday from the bottom. They were blown, which I guess some of them are, because I used a little light tester thing, and some of them didn't turn on, but the ignition one was fine. So then I tested these and those weren't. I guess you could check them if they have power going to them by checking the little light tester thing, which I don't have in here right now. But yeah, they didn't turn on. So today I'm gonna focus on doing the ignition switch and see what else I can do. Oh, and I gotta bleed my clutch. So I'm gonna do the ignition switch and bleed my clutch as well today, and then hopefully it starts. But yeah, my 91 300ZX rear-ended, put some wheels on it. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. The jank, I need another harness too, by the way. So, but it did start with the old one. I replaced a new battery. Yeah, so let's get started with today's video. Alright, so I reconnected the battery, but I tried to roll down the windows. But look, this is what happens when you turn the key all the way. You turn it all the way, nothing. The car has power, the lights turn on. You can see a little light thing right there. Fuck, the lens is dirty, hold on. Alright, you can see a little light symbol thing right there turn on. But the powers don't roll down for shit. Don't mean the windows. So I don't know. Alright, so let's get to replacing the ignition switch and some fuses from the bottom. What kind of music? Okay, so most of these are good. That's how you tell. You see that little green light turns on? I doubt it. Right there. There's only like one. The 75 amp right here. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so I think all the fuses are good. This 15 amp. Do that. I don't know. So I'm gonna replace that 15 amp, and then to do the starter, you have these two bolts right here in the bottom. That's what you do is you just hammer them out. So you got that one and those two. And then you go to wherever it's connected. So yeah, we'll see. Alright, so I replaced some fuses or whatever, and now I got that security light. I don't know what the fuck that shit's for. But I don't know if this is the same thing as the other one. But you guys can see. This shit, the light was turning on earlier. You see that? I don't know, but fuck it. Let's go ahead and switch it. Alright, since I can't take out the ignition switch, I found out where the fuck's my old cable at. Alright, so the back part of the ignition switch, I don't know. I took it off. So I took it off on the old one. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, or whatever, but I'm just gonna switch it out. See if it works like that. What the fuck's my old one? Oh, it's right here. The new one. So I'm just gonna attach that one to the old one up here and see how that works. Unless it could be this, the bottom part from the old one. So we'll find out. Alright, so I was able to switch the top part of the ignition switch, but it's still a no-go. Where the fuck's the key at? So I don't think my problem is the ignition switch. Yeah, look, it's a fucking mess. Like, if you guys remember, I am not the original owner. I don't know which owner I am, but the previous one, the one I bought the car from, goddamn, the one I bought the car from, did a manual swap supposedly. But I bought the car, the motor wasn't knocking or anything. When I started driving it, I drove it a couple times, and then I drove it to the mall and it started smoking on the freeway. I started smoking on the freeway from the transmission, from the back of the motor to the trans. So I don't know, there was a leak somewhere, but yeah, that's when I decided I was gonna throw that motor in there and replace it. So now I don't know what to do. It could be just a bad ground somewhere, a fuse, or what do you call those shits? A fuse or a relay that I'm not catching, that's not working. Yeah, so I don't know. I was trying to get it started today, but I guess that's not gonna happen. If anybody knows anything about wiring or what my problem could be, or wants to rewire this for me, I'll pay. Hit me up. Follow me on Instagram at SamusCray. SamusCray. And shoot me a DM if you're in SoCal. Shoot me a DM and we'll see what goes from there, cause I'm tired of seeing this fucking car just sit around.